Prana, the life force or energy that is concentrated in the central channel of the nervous system of the body, tends to get dilute and scattered. Pranayama aids in the concentration, organization, and distribution of that energy. Pranayama can be thought of as a breathing exercise, but in reality, prana is not breath. Instead, breath can help move prana from the central nervous system through energy channels called nadis. And this allows it to be absorbed in other parts of the body, like the mind and in the heart. In most people, the nadis are clogged due to physical and emotional experiences that create fear, aversions, and tension, which all block pranic flow. In order to prepare the gross body for the work that a yoga practice offers the subtle body and mind, it is helpful to take pranayama before your asana practice. The subtle body is made up primarily of the chakras, the energy valves or centers, the pranic currents called vayus, and the network that transfers prana, the nadis. When the subtle body is left unattended, it can grow dormant, as does the pranic flow. That is why yoga and pranayama make us feel so energized, because they get the prana flowing again. In this video, I will show you a pranayama practice called the 4 Purifications. This is safe for all levels. The method includes 4 separate techniques: Nadi Shodana, Kapalabhati, Agni, Sara, Dhauti, and Ashwini Mudra. It's important to make sure you are comfortable first, so maybe try propping your hips up on a blanket or a bolster. First, Nadi Shodana, which translates as purification of the nadis, but you might also know it as alternate nostril breathing. First, tuck your pointer and middle finger into your palm of your right hand. Bend your elbow and bring your hand to your face, with the elbow lifted away from the heart. Place the thumb of your right hand over the right nostril and take an inhale in through the left nostril. Always start with an inhale through the left. Then close the left nostril with the ring and pinky finger and exhale through the right nostril. Without changing the hand, inhale through the right nostril, then close the right with the thumb again and exhale through the left. That is 1 round. A round always ends with an exhale through the left side. Take 10 to 15 rounds of Nadi Shodana. This practice harmonizes the solar and lunar sides of our subtle body, our masculine and our feminine energies. Our feminine side is the left nostril, which connects to the right brain, and it offers creativity, relaxation, compassion, and cooling temperatures. The right masculine side, connected to the left brain, builds our confidence, our rational thought, and our motivation. It warms us internally. With careful attention, you can feel the heating and cooling temperatures in the wind that passes through the nostrils. It's also interesting to notice if and when one or the other nostril is clogged. This indicates imbalance between the masculine and feminine energies in your body. This pranayama truly creates a calm and relaxed, focused energy that can be done at any time we feel off-center, anxious, or lethargic. Kapalabhati, or breath of fire, is the second of the purifications. In this practice, the diaphragm acts as a bellows that fans the internal fire that burns within all of us. It is a pranayama used specifically to burn up the vrittis or vacillations of the mind, to calm our busy thoughts. Our diaphragm is located right under the front of the rib cage. The practice is done by taking a full inhale breath, exhaling slightly to 3/4 full, and then taking short, forceful exhales while allowing the pump of the diaphragm to create involuntary, quickened inhales. This is all done through the nose, not the mouth. It is difficult for most people to understand that non-active inhale, and so often the forced exhales will cause you to lose your breath entirely. You can try to put your hands on your diaphragm to get the feeling of the pumping. On the forceful exhale, the diaphragm puffs out, and to get the inhale to come in, relax or bring the diaphragm in. Start slow with maybe only 10 forced exhales before letting the rest of the air breathe out. Work up to 30, but more than 60 might be overdoing it. Take 3 to 5 full rounds of Kapalabhati. The heat this practice creates is similar to that created by Ujjayi pranayama. It is used for purification. In chemistry, reactions and movement of molecules occur with heat. In the same sense, the chemicals in our body need heat to get moving, either to be absorbed where needed or simply flushed out through elimination or sweat. Just like prana moving through the nadis, it's important that our glands and organs have the ability to complete their natural cleansing processes and are not left cold and dormant. Another way to get the organs into action for the purpose of digestion is with Agni, Sara, Dhauti, the third of the purifications. Agni is internal fire, Sara is cascade or washing, and Dhauti is cleansing. In this practice, we learn to let go of tension held in the abdomen and to create movement and action in the belly. It is performed on the retention of the exhale breath. Again, we use that heat created with the breath to purify. Take in a full inhale, opening the mouth. Stick the tongue out and exhale all the breath out forcefully. Round the spine and lean forward. At the base of the exhale, hold the breath out. Start to pump the belly gently at first and as slow as you need. When you need to take your inhale, do so, but work up to 20 to 30 belly pumps. Take 3 to 5 full rounds of Agni, Sara, Dhauti. This practice can be done sitting down, but it might be easier to try standing up, bending the knees slightly and bringing the hands to the knees on the exhale, leaving them there to pump the belly. The last of the purifications is Ashwini Mudra, translated as gesture of the horse. We won't get into details of why a horse, but instead let's get into the description of the practice, and maybe you'll guess on your own. This practice is performed on the retention at the top of an inhale. You will take in the breath and at the top, drop the head back slightly, opening the throat. With the tip of your chin, draw an arc down to the chest. Try to grab a tiny bit of flesh with the chin and pull up the seal of Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock. Holding this, you will begin to contract and release the anal sphincter. There should be no movement in the body, and this might be hard to feel at first. Try to count the times you contract and release and increase this with practice to around 30. Take 3 to 5 full rounds of this last purification method. By holding Jalandhara Bandha, the Amrita, or the nectar of immortality formed in the Sahasrara chakra, is kept from dripping down and being consumed by the fire in the navel region. By contracting the anal sphincter, we are able to seal in the area where prana likes to leak out, at the base of the spine near Manipura chakra. This helps develop Mula Bandha also, which is extremely beneficial to the Ashtanga practice. This practice of the 4 purifications can also be performed by taking 3 full rounds of all 4. Take 5 rounds of Nadi Shodana, then 1 round of each of the others, and repeat that 3 times. I've seen it taught both ways. Remember that when we commit to any spiritual practice such as a pranayama practice, we will see the best results if we are consistent with it and do it for a long time. I suggest starting any practice on a new moon and trying to take it daily for the entire cycle of the moon. Feel free to email me with questions, concerns, or success stories. Namaste.